Hey guys, lovely to see you all again. I was in a Megadeth mood today, and I thought, why don't I go back in time and have a look at some of those old shitty lessons I made in 2012 and make them a little bit sexier. So without further ado, we're going to be having a look at the delightful solo from Sweating Bullets. Let's take a look. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I want to start off from 3 of the 6th string and we're going to go through this phrase. So I'm going 3 here on the 6th string, and when I go 5, 6, 5, and then to 1. I'll play that all again a bit slower. Okay, then I want to go from open to 12 on the 6th string. And then from that point, I'm just pulling, sort of raking through or mini sweeping through a bunch of harmonics from 12th fret of the 1st string all the way up to 12th fret of the 6th string. So I'm barely touching those strings and I'm just sort of resting along that bar. After that, I work through a pretty wacky chromatic lick. What I want to do is just have a look at the basic shape of the chromatic scale, and then we're going to add the crazy lick to it as well. So what I've got here is I'm starting from 15 of the 1st string. I'm working back chromatically, 15, 14, 13, 12. Then each string I jump up, we're going to be using that same chromatic shape. I'm going to be playing 16 of the 2nd and the 3rd string with my pinky, and then just carrying that chromatic idea over. Then when I get to the 4th string, I'm going to start from 17, 18 of the 5th, and then 19 of the 6th. So we're going to go 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19. And that's going to be our 4-note per string chromatic shape. Now the cool thing that Dave does here is he plays a 4-note per string pattern with a triplet fill, which I think is really, really interesting. And the thing that we'll be doing is we'll be playing the first 3 strings, and then we'll be playing the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, and finally the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. So that's going to go like this. That's the whole chromatic lick. Thus, pretty much the whole first section. So let's go back to the start, play it all again nice and slow, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, so the second section is going to continue on from our wonderful triplet idea. We're going to be working through position 5 of the E minor pentatonic, which is this. We're also going to include some diatonic notes. That kind of vibe as well. So working through that first little triplet idea. Let's take our time with that. The first triplet I'm going to do is going to go 12, 10, 12 on the 6th. And I'm going to go from 10 of the 5th to 12 of the 6th, back to 10 of the 5th. So we're going to have very similar vein through the next part of the pentatonic. 12, 10, 12 on the 5th. Then I play 9 of the 4th, 12 of the 5th, back to 9 of the 4th. Very similar idea from the 4th string to the 3rd string. I'm going to go 12, 9, 12 on the 4th. Then play 9 of the 3rd, back to 12 of the 4th, back to 9 of the 3rd. We should have, I think, 6 triplets now. At the end of that, what I've got here is a nice little rolling legato idea. I'm playing 12, 10, 9 on the 3rd. So only one pick at the front of that, and then resolving that back to that 10th fret. This is what we should have now. Okay. The next bit's pretty weird, so we'll take our time with it. All right, so we'll slow that down. I'm starting off with a hammer-on going 9, 10, 9. It's a hammer-on into a pull-off, actually. I want to go to 12 of the 4th string, and then I go like this. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 9, 10, and then playing 12 and pulling off 10, 9. So it goes... Then I want to pull off 10, 9 again, and then end that on 12 of the 4th. So all together... Okay, then from that point... Let's slow that down. I'm going 9, 10, 9 on the 3rd string again, hammer on into a pull-off. And then I want to play 12 of the 4th, 9 of the 3rd, back to 12 of the 4th. So we go. Then from that point, I'm basically borrowing what I had at the end of that last chunk from the 3rd string, but for the 4th string. So I'm playing 12, 10, 9 as a pull-off, then 10, 9 as a pull-off, and jumping to 12 of the 5th. Let's put together what we've got from the start of this crazy legato lick. I would say the weirdest bit is when it goes... There's 2 12s on the 4th string. That emphasis is kind of strange. Then we work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start from 9 of the 4th string now. So I'm doing hammer on, pull off, 9, 10, 9, jumping to 12 of the 5th, and then back to 9 of the 4th. That's going to 10 there. At the end of that, very similar to what we had before. 12, 10, 9 is a pull-off, 10, 9 is a pull-off again, and then 12 of the 5th. So all together. Then the next bit from the 9th fret of the 4th string is just working down the pentatonic in triplets. Let's take our time with that. I'm playing 9 of the 4th, and then playing 12, 10 on the 5th, then 12, 10 of the 5th again, and then to 12 of the 6th. At the end of that, you probably had pull-offs there, actually. At the end of that, I'm playing 10 of the 5th, and then 12, 10, 12 on the 6th. So we've got... Okay, so this section was pretty redonkulous. Let's take it from the start, from that little triplet idea, from the pentatonic, and then work through all that sort of legato-y, hammer-on-y, pulley stuff. Here we go. One more time with some tabs. Okay, so section 3 works through a pretty cool triplet lick. All of that fun stuff. What I want to do is just learn it in single notes, and then we'll add the triplets later when we've sort of got the pattern and passage we need to follow. So I'm going to start off with this. It's exactly the same thing on the 6th and the 5th string. So I'm going to play 12, 15, 14 on the 6th, and the same on the 5th. The next thing I do is I'm going to play 12 of the 5th and then 15 of the 6th. Now the next thing I do, there's only sort of one descending note and then it's a straight ascend. So I'm going 14, 12, and then as soon as I hit the 12th fret of the 6th string, I'm just sort of working forwards in an Aeolian kind of vibe. So I'm going 14, 12, 14, 15. Excuse me, and then 12, 14, 15 on the 5th string. And then I'm just doing a single note here on 12 of the 4th. And that's the only thing that I don't do a triplet on. So this is what we should have from the start. All right, now I'm going to do that again. We're going to do a triplet on each note. Keep the pirate shanty happening as we go through this. So each one of those, pineapple, 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 keeping it nice and happy. Now what I do at this point, pretty gross. I'm just working with sort of a flat 5 tritone vibe here. I'm starting from 15 of the 1st string and then playing 14 of the 2nd. And I'm just bringing that up chromatically. So do it from 15, 16, 17, 18. If you want to, you can do inside picking. I'm starting with the down pick. Or you can go... But I think outside picking just feels weird in this particular context. And we want to do that from the 15 up chromatically. We're going to do 8 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we should start on 15 and 14 and end on 22 and 21. And at the end of that, I've got a semitone bend from 23. You can add a bit of vibrato if you want. It's a pretty gross note as well. Nice and fun. So let's go right back to the start of the section, add the triplet vibe and those spooky tritones, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was my remake of the solo from Sweating Bullets by Megadeth. Hope you guys enjoyed that and were delighted by the remake. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and please click the links in the description box to my Facebook group and my Patreon. I'll catch you guys all very soon.